Once upon a time, deep in the lush green jungle, all the animals gathered for the annual elephant race. This race was a big event. The animals looked forward to it all year long. The jungle filled with excitement as the birds chirped about the upcoming race, monkeys swung from branches to get the best view, and even the tigers and lions came to watch. Every year, the largest and strongest elephants competed, showing off their power and speed. But this year, something special was about to happen. Eli, the youngest elephant in the herd, had decided he wanted to join the race. Eli wasn't very big or very fast compared to the other elephants, but he had a big heart and a lot of courage. "I want to join the race," Eli announced proudly to his family. His mother and father looked at each other, surprised but proud. "Are you sure, Eli?" his mother asked gently. "The race is tough, and the older elephants are much faster." Eli the elephant nodded. "I know, but I want to try. Maybe if I do my best, I'll learn something new and have fun too." The older elephants laughed a bit when they heard about Eli joining. "You're too small to keep up, Eli," said one of the bigger elephants named Bruno. Bruno was known for his speed and strength, and he had won the race 3 years in a row. But Eli didn't let Bruno's words discourage him. He was determined to give it his best shot. He spent the next few days practicing, running around, and trying to keep up with his friends. But no matter how hard he tried, he still found himself falling behind. The other elephants would zoom past him, their strong legs pounding against the jungle floor. The night before the race, Eli felt a bit worried. What if I'm too slow? What if everyone laughs at me? He thought, feeling his courage waver. Just then, his best friend, Zara the zebra, came over. "You'll be amazing, Eli," Zara the zebra said, her voice full of excitement. "Remember, it's not just about winning. You're brave for even trying, and that makes you special." Eli the elephant smiled, feeling a bit more confident. "Thanks, Zara. I'll do my best." Finally, the day of the race arrived. The jungle was buzzing with excitement as all the animals gathered around the starting line. The elephants lined up, each one eager to begin. Eli took a deep breath and focused, ready to give it his all. With a loud call from the owl, the race began. The elephants thundered forward, their feet shaking the ground as they ran. Bruno quickly took the lead, his strong legs carrying him forward like a powerful wave. Behind him were some of the other big elephants, pushing hard to catch up. Eli started running as fast as he could. He wasn't as fast as the others, but he kept his pace steady, his eyes focused ahead. Along the way, he heard cheers from Mar. "Go, Eli, go!" cheered the monkeys, swinging from the trees. "You can do it, Eli," called Zara, galloping alongside him for support. The race path twisted and turned through the jungle, leading the elephants across streams, up hills, and through thick patches of bushes. Each section was a new challenge, but Eli the elephant kept going, one step at a time. As they reached a narrow path by the river, Eli saw something that made him stop in his tracks. Bruno, who had been leading the race, was stuck. His foot had slipped, and he was trapped in the muddy bank of the river. The other elephants rushed by, barely noticing Bruno's trouble. They were too focused on winning to stop. But Eli couldn't leave Bruno the elephant there. He knew he had to help. Eli trotted over to Bruno. "Don't worry, Bruno. I'll help you," he said, offering his trunk to his friend. Bruno the elephant looked surprised. "You'll miss the race, Eli. You should go on without me," he said. But Eli the elephant shook his head. "I can't leave a friend behind," he replied firmly. Using all his strength, Eli pulled and tugged at Bruno's leg, helping him lift it out of the mud. Together, they managed to free Bruno, and both elephants were back on the path, though they had fallen far behind the others. "Thank you, Eli," Bruno said, genuinely touched. "I didn't think anyone would stop to help." Eli just smiled. That's what friends are for. With Bruno by his side, they continued the race, running together through the final stretch. As they approached the finish line, the other elephants had already crossed it, but something unexpected happened. The animals who had been watching saw Eli's kindness and cheered louder than ever. "Hooray for Eli!" the crowd shouted. "He may not have won the race, but he has the biggest heart." As Eli and Bruno the elephants crossed the finish line, the jungle animals gathered around them, celebrating Eli's spirit. Even the older elephants looked at Eli with newfound respect. The wise old owl, who had organized the race, stepped forward. Today, we saw a true display of sportsmanship and courage, he announced. Eli may not have won the race, but he showed us all what it means to be a real winner. Eli blushed, feeling both happy and proud. He might not have come in first place, but he had something even better: the respect and friendship of everyone in the jungle. Bruno gave Eli a gentle nudge. Thanks again, Eli. You showed me that sometimes winning isn't the most important thing. Being a good friend is what really matters. From that day on, Eli became known as the elephant with the biggest heart in the jungle. And each year, during the elephant race, everyone remembered the story of the year Eli raced not just to win, but to help a friend. The next year, when the race came around again, all the elephants lined up at the starting line, and this time, Eli was right beside Bruno, ready for another adventure. Only now, they both knew that the real victory wasn't about who crossed the finish line first, but about the friendships and memories they made along the way. And so, the Great Elephant Race became not only a race of strength and speed, but also a celebration of kindness, courage, and friendship, a lesson Eli had taught them all.